Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Good evening, everybody. My name is Fortman. All right, and this is the day 4 for the Final Quest Bootcamp. We are going to be laying more bricks. And tonight is going to really be an amazing time. Um, if you can hear me, I need you to drop some fire emojis. I need you to drop some fire emoji. All right. I need you to drop some fire emoji. Drop some fire emoji. W's FZ in the chat. WFZ in the chat. Come on, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you can hear me, I need us to drop and let us also share the link. All right. This is 8:36. We started a little bit late because we had some technical difficulties. All right. But right now we are going to be starting. FZ is here with us. I mean, I'm here. Everybody's here. We are all ready to drink deep. One of the things we always say to ourselves is drink deep or taste not the spring. So if you can hear me on your YouTube, I want you to also drop some fire emojis and say WFZ in the chat, WZFZ in the chat, WZFZ in the chat as well. All right. So as part of our housekeeping rules, I don't know if Bishop is here. Okay, Bishop is here. Bishop, I'm going to be making you a co-host. All right. I've made Bishop a co-host as well. I'm also going to be checking for Ichiban. Okay, Ichiban is not here. Which other person do we have in Benjamin Protocol Q2B2? If you are here, please raise your hand and I'll see you. I want to make you a co-host because of we need to have like some housekeeping. We need to ensure that we keep okay. Uh, I need people from Benjamin Protocol Q2B2. If you are from Benjamin, okay, Henry is here. I've seen Henry. Thank you. So I'm making Henry a co-host as well. Who else? Limitless is here. I'm also going to make Limitless a co-host. All right. All right. So we have FZ is a co-host, Bishop, Limitless, and Henry. Okay, that's fine. I think that is all we can do. So please, I want to try as much as possible as an part of our housekeeping rules. Well, please mute your mic. So each and every one of us that are co-hosts, please, I want us to pay attention to the chat. People who mistakenly unmute their mic, to distract the live stream for tonight, please don't even hesitate. Take them out. Just kick them out. So it's a core principle that we want to have. It's a core principle for us here. We want to maintain as much decorum as we can. All right. So I mean, there are a lot of people that have been anticipating every session, especially today's session. In their numbers, in their hundreds, in their thousands. All right. So once again, my name is Fortman, and I want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to the fourth day of the Final Quest Bootcamp. It is coming to an end. Tomorrow happens to be the grand finale, and it is with utmost delight in my heart that we've been able to bring value to each and every one of you. I mean, for many of you connecting from Nigeria, from South Africa, from Ghana, from Cotonou, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, from the United Arab Emirates, Canada, United Kingdom, USA. I mean, I've gotten messages from across the nations, and many of you have gotten value. And for me, it feels like I don't want this particular Final Quest Bootcamp to come to an end, but it just has to. All right, tomorrow happens to be the grand finale. All right, and we keep laying brick upon brick. Personally, for me, I don't know about you. I'm anticipating this session like no other person, more than any other person. And tonight we have my own brother, my friend. He's also, in fact, I can call him my pastor. All right. FZ Nation is here, right here with us. All right. And it's really going to be an amazing time. Um, uh, sir, are you ready for us? Sir, are you
Yeah,
with? Yes.
yeah, I mean,
Okay. FZ is here.
yeah, good.
So we are going to do one thing. All right. 1 minute before I pass the mic on to FZ and he shares the screen, and we continue for tonight. So the time currently is 8:40. We want to do one thing as it's our custom. Take a screenshot of if you are joining on YouTube and if you're on Zoom, take a screenshot and share the live. Just share the live and share it and use the hashtag um, Final Quest Bootcamp. Use the hashtag SLK and yeah, all right. Use the hashtag SLK. Use the hashtag Final Quest Bootcamp. Come on, let's go, guys. All right, and tag us on, tag myself, tag FZ, tag Benjamin Protocol as well on Twitter. All right, and let's make a noise for the day 4. Let's just go ahead. Let's make a noise for the day 4 and let people know that the day 4 is currently live. All right, day 4 is live. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So we just have 1 minute to do that. By 8:42, all right, FZ will be coming up live to share with us. Don't forget, all the speakers have not held anything back from each and every one of us. All right. And today is not going to be an exception. All right. So come on, like guys, let's just do this quickly. Share the Zoom link, the YouTube link, and tell people to subscribe. All right. Tell them to join. If you are joining, also make sure you subscribe. All right. Come on. This is almost 8:42. Make a tweet. Make a tweet. Take a screenshot. Make a tweet and let them know FZ is about to come up, and use the hashtag Final Quest Bootcamp Day 4, hashtag SLK, hashtag God can teach a man. Right. Hashtag you know all those things, all those words that FZ uses to, would use to catch every one of us. Urush go start afresh. Oh yeah, come on, guys. 8:42. We need to do this. All right, come on, make a tweet, tag us. We're going to also repost everything. All right. So this is 8:42. We want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you for making a tweet. I mean, we can see all the tweets across board. And once again, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors: Goat Funded, Equity Edge, Blueberry Funded, and Meg Funded. And once again, we also want to give a big shout out to every of our speakers from day 1 down to the day 4. We want to say we truly love and honor you. Thank you for taking out time from your own busy schedules to share this moment with each and every one of us. I mean, your impact on everybody's trading journey, I mean, would not go unnoticed. We should really say thank you, thank you, thank you. So tonight, it is with so much delight in my heart that I welcome my own brother, FZ. For us, God can teach a man. As it comes up, I want us to keep writing it in the chat. God can teach a man. God can teach a man. Come on. Write your favorite quote about that you've heard from FZ. For me, I would say, who rush go start again? Who rush go start again? All right. FZ, over to you, sir. We can now proceed.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. First of all, okay, I have a beautiful and one of the best brother, Fortman. And trust me, all of this thing is saying, I don't know, all of this, I don't even know how to react to it because of, I'm a man, I cannot blush, but I really, really appreciate this man so much. He's more than a friend, he's a brother, he's a partner. Is a lot, is a lot. And it's one of the gifts that I can say that Forest has brought to me, and I did not regret it. Thank you so much, brother, for this opportunity. Thank you so much to teach people, to stand and talk to people. Please, I think I need to go away from this comment section because you should calm down. If you start calling me pastor already, let's just be calm. Let's be calm. Let's take it slow. First of all, so I'll be dedicating this section to God. I'm trusting God to give me the best of knowledge to speak through me. Because of that, I would like to pray in 1 minute. Father, we bless you. Thank you for you are the King of Kings. Thank you for you are the creator of all flesh. Thank you for your wonderful planet. Thank you for your wonderful kingdom. Thank you for the gift of men. Thank you for the gift of salvation. Lord, we ask that all men come to you and all men find you. We ask that you give men wisdom. We ask that you bless men and you open them up into your hidden wisdom. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Okay, guys. So today, I won't be holding anything back. I don't usually hold things back. Every good teacher don't hold things back. In fact, the joy that every single mentor has is to see people excel through his fountain of knowledge. That is literally the joy of every single mentor. It is not, if you see genuine people that push towards impact and push towards influencing people positively, you will realize that the success of people from the fountain of their knowledge gives them more joy than any material thing at all. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Because of these are the kind of things that money can't buy. That the knowledge you have has a way of taking a man from 0 to 1 million. And you are literally seeing your information transforming the life of a man. You have become a god. That is what it means to be a god. That your knowledge becomes flesh in the life of a man. He said that what? He said that, and the word becomes what? Flesh. That is what we are talking about. That what you have as knowledge has come in contact with a man, and despite the insufficiency of that man, it still did not limit the knowledge. The knowledge came, it became flesh, became results, become a good report, something palpable, something you can palpate. That's what we are talking about. In fact, this is the joy of every single true mentors, every single true teachers. This is the joy that my knowledge has become flesh, and this flesh it came as a good report. Are you with me? Okay. So we are not going to pass through that route. I want to teach you guys. Now, I would like to say that, my intro these days when it comes to teachings around the foreign market, financial exchange, which is forex, is that I literally want to bring the difference, both technical speaking and please, can you guys hear me? My audible enough? My audible enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Very audible, very, very.
Thanks. Is Bishop here? Is Ishaban here? We are Benjamin Protocol guys. I want to
Present, sir.
I want to clap for you guys. You guys are literally the best team ever. When it comes to excellence, when it comes to virtue, when it comes to professionals, you guys are the best I've seen. You guys are the best out there. Thank you so much for being mighty men around Fortman. Trust me, Fortman family is my family. I am not just an affiliate of this family. I am a huge fan of this team, this family. It is one of the best because I think this is one of the family I've seen that grow in unity, grow in excellence, and grow in skill. They are very good. I won't lie to you. Do you know it is difficult for you to see a man? It is difficult for you to see a man that is close to God and yet he has a skill that the world can relate with. You are both a priest and a king. It is difficult. The best we've seen people do is that they become a priest and they are not kings. But when you begin to see a man has the ability to become a priest and a king, see, that man has become, how will I put it? He has conquered both the spiritual realm and the physical realm. You get me? So he's recognized in the realm of the spirit and physical realm. Let's not go like this. 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 I don't want us to move like this. Let's go normal. Let's go normal. Let's go normal. Okay. Now let's continue. Now please, I'm clapping for the Benjamin Protocol team. You guys are the best out there. Thank you so much again for the privilege. Now, continuing what I was saying. Now, first of all, whenever I come into teaching forex, I would like to teach in relationship to the difference between profitable traders and unprofitable traders. Because in our current system, that makes me to use the word generation now. I'm talking about forex. In our current generation around forex trading, one of the things you will realize is that we are no longer in the era of scarcity of knowledge. No, knowledge is no longer scarce. What we are in the era is the lacking, the scarcity of profitability. And just because of knowledge's presence does not mean that profitability is also present. In fact, when it comes to forex trading, the presence of knowledge does not validate the presence of profitability. Never, never. This is one of the this is one of the industry that I've seen that just that you know does not mean you will become. This is one of the industry that I've seen that it is not just words, it has proven in the life of so many people that just because of you know it does not mean you will become it. And just because of you have seen it does not mean it will be evidential in your life. In this place, there is always a process between a word and a transformative life in this industry, you will need to prove to the grind that you are worthy enough to take out of the peeps that is going to give to you. You will need to prove this thing daily. You will need to prove it every single time. That's why I said yesterday, I said, no matter the amount of money you have, no matter the amount of knowledge you have, if you don't update your knowledge, I don't rate you. I really don't rate you. I really don't rate you. And you see, when we say things like this, a lot of people begin to mistake it. Updating your knowledge does not mean switching your strategy. Updating your knowledge begins to say that, how do I adapt what I know in correlation with the current price distribution? Adaptation to it. You see, it is normal that a man begin to complain. It is normal that a man begin to complain. It is very normal. But then a time will come when you keep complaining, it is okay for us to call you a foolish man. It is okay for us to call you a foolish man. How long do you intend to complain? How long should we see you cry? When you cry enough, you have cried, no problem. Something beats you. You have cried. But how far about treatment? Because of so many of you from January, we all cried together, including FZ. What is this nonsense price action? This is nonsense. This is not the type we used to see. February, we complained. March, we complained. In fact, the tears was very loud in March. And then you want us to complain again in April? You want us to complain again in May? No, if we start complaining, is that we have not understand what adaptation really means, to adapt, to be able to update what you know, because of whenever something that used to work is no longer working, it means that it needs servicing. Some certain times we service our generators, our cars, and the rest of it. Most of the time is not because of it has stopped moving or it has stopped working, but because of it is no longer working effectively. It is working, but not effectively. So it needs some certain servicing. So most of what is wrong with your system right now is that it is working, but not effectively. What do you need to do? You need to go back and reservice it. That is what we are talking about. So many people, they don't literally have the strength, the mental strength of, where will I start servicing it? And instead of when they see the bulk of load that it takes for them to service it, some of them don't even know what they will do. So since they don't know what they will do, they begin to complain. My question is this, is that who by complaining will build a house of wealth? That's my question. Have you seen any man build an empire by complaining? No man has ever done that. Every single man will find a way to cause movement despite friction. That is who great men is. Make it to move. Make a door in the presence of mountains. It must move. Where 99% of people begin to complain, when you see mighty men, once they get there, one of the things that they do is that they tell that there is a road here. You just can't see it, but I can see it. I am seeing how to bring a bulldozer and make sure that I bring down this wall and make a door out of it. But we must move. Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay, now let's dive into the chat. So before I share my screen, I've not shared my screen. I know I've not shared my screen because if I shared my screen immediately, we are going strictly into technical analysis. Now, before I share my screen, I want to let you know that there's a difference between a profitable trader and an unprofitable trader. There's a big difference. Now, there is another person that is good, which we call the skillful profitable trader. Because of in this industry, we have realized that we've noticed that you can be profitable but not skillful, and you can be skillful but not profitable. But you can both be skillful and profitable. And you see, these ones, they are 1% at the top of what? At the top of the chart. They are 1%. They are not even much. And then, you see, one of those people is my brother, Feltman. Feltman is good. I'm not even saying this thing. You know, one of the beautiful things about Feltman is this. I will tell you one of the things. I like it when someone behaves, when someone acts, when someone has a similarity with me. I like kingdom. You know, when we say kingdom dominating, I love it so much. And one of the ways to know dominating of kingdom, you know, one of the scripture said it. Scripture said that by their fruit you will know them. Look at the men surrounding fourth man. It's just like when they came to look for Jesus and they could not literally differentiate Jesus from his disciples. That is what people that are around fourth man and that's what their shirts look like. You could literally see their shirts looking like fourth man shirts. And that's the same thing about my student as well. And that's how beautiful it is. I don't know, but a mentor should replicate himself in the life of his mentees. That is why when a mentor teaches you, you become a mentor, not a mentee. That's just the truth. Okay, let's dive. So what's the difference between profitable traders and unprofitable traders? Now, the difference between both of them is simple. Technically, when we look at it technically, unprofitable traders, they trade everything. Profitable traders, they trade their experience. Now I'm sharing my screen. Let me know when my screen pop up. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so one of the difference between profitable traders and unprofitable traders is that unprofitable traders, they trade everything, but profitable traders, they trade their experience. You see, I've said this thing a whole lot of time, and I'm saying it again before you. I need you to hear this truth. This is the common truth. The truth is this, is that what makes you profitable? I will tell you this thing. See, I am that man that will tell you the truth, whether when it is sweet and when it is bitter. I will tell you when the truth comes as a rod and when the truth comes as a comforting tools. I will tell you the truth. That's just the truth. I will tell you the truth. See, I would like you to know this, that in this game, in this industry, it is not the man with a bulk of knowledge that takes the highest seat. No, it is not that man. That's just the truth. It is not that man. If it is the man with the bulk of knowledge, you can be a compendium of knowledge that has never been used or that has been used but has never produced results. Just because of you are filled up with letters and knowledge in your head does not equal a great life. No, 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 no. Okay. If the knowledge you have upstairs, if your brain has not been able to simplify it, just know that your brain has stored it, but it has not recognized it. Just because of something is stored does not mean it has been recognized. And you will see that is why when you come in front of the chart, one of the things you need is your brain to be very active. And one of the way your brain will tell you that I am active is to begin to bring simplicity into every single thing that you have taught it and force you to apply it. You apply to the market. You apply to the market what your brain has recognized, not what your brain has stored. This is where indiscipline comes from. I want to explain to you what it looks like outside forest relating. I want to show you that indiscipline can be a mental case. You get it can be a psychological issues. And when we talk about psychology, I'm not talking about your character, the rest of it. I'm talking about the mental part of the psychological issues, not your art now. You know, psychological issues can also be a thing of art, but let's not dive into that. Now, when you come close to a burning bush, your brain has recognized and experienced that this burning bush will hurt you. We send the signal of pain if you come close. So already your brain is already telling you, don't get close, don't get closer. Do you know what happened? What has happened in that kind of scenario is that your brain has not just stored the knowledge of fire can burn you, but your brain has come into the recognition of fire will actually burn you. That's what it looks like. And you see, whether you like it or not, it is pushing you away. Your brain has a way of pushing you away, not physically, but mentally pushing you away that don't even get closer to it. So even just the heat of the fire, immediately you have not seen it with your eyes, but your brain is already sending you the signal that something is hot here. This is the same thing that can happen to you in trading, that there is a way that your brain will have the proper knowledge of the market, and it has recognized what indisciplined trade look like. It has so much recognized your checklist, and it has recognized what your checklist does not look like. And the same way that it can pull you out of fire, it can pull you out of an indisciplined trade. And this is it. You will have the irritation not to even trade what is not your checklist. The reason why you can still trade what is not your checklist is because of your brain has stored your checklist, but it has not recognized what your checklist is. This is the ability to stay in the market and have your own experience, that everything that is not part of what you are trading, your brain is so repulsive about it. It's a repel against it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see, I'm trying to let you know that, you see, this thing called discipline. See, we'll look at technical analysis, but I want to build this foundation. So when I talk to you, it makes sense. Are you with me? I hope you are with me. Now, this thing called discipline, I have realized that discipline must come from decision into an habit. If discipline still remains in the decision phase, you will still engage in indiscipline, because of indiscipline is a subtle habit that has been built over time. So your discipline habits of building your discipline, you must have time that you have spent with it than indiscipline. It's as simple as this. The habit you build in discipline, if it is higher than indiscipline habit, then you will always look disciplined. That's it. Every single discipline trader has a tendency of indiscipline in them. But the difference between us is this, is that we have come to the point whereby we are so much engaged, patronized discipline, that our indisciplined part of us has been subdued. Not that it is not there. It is there, but it has been suppressed. Why? Because of time and experience. Are you with me? That's why I will always look at every single trader. They will be like, okay, I've already bagged up to, how will I put it? They'll be like, I don't know, there's this, I have currently in that 100K account, I have made up to $8,000, but it is roughly $8,200. There's nothing wrong if I risk this $200 in any trade. That thing that looks like as if it will not cost you much, that looks like as if the highest it will cost you is just that $200 out of that $8,000. It can develop an habit that will cost you fortune in future when it is calculated after being accumulated. That's just the truth. That is how you must be able to fight indiscipline, even in the place that it looks like as if it is not significant, if it is being engaged. Why? Because of it is an habit that is built over time. Are you with me? Are you with me? That's what it looks like. The difference is this, is that, bro, your problem in trading can only come from few of this point I want to give out. Is either your problem can come from a point that is coming from lack of the right knowledge, number one. So it can be lack of the right knowledge, number one. Number two, it can come from lack of proper experience. Number three, it can come from indiscipline. Number four, it can come from poor risk management. These are the only problems that every unprofitable traders will be facing. And let me tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is that the current system of the forex industry is no longer a problem of lack of proper knowledge. Proper knowledge is there, but this is the problem. This is the problem with a lot of persons. The problem with a lot of persons is, how can I convert proper knowledge to my own knowledge? Exactly. Because of the conversion of a proper knowledge to your own knowledge is coming into the reality of having your own experience. There is an extraction from a knowledge that your conviction must be placed on for you to have the proper experience. What you extract is what you are convinced about. Do you get what I'm trying to show you? Do you get what I'm trying to show you? It is not that the knowledge does not work, but your brain has seen it. There is an intertwinement that must happen between your brain and that knowledge, that thing become personal. When that thing become personal, now you are trading your own experience. You see, your own experience is like your own derived strategy. That is why you see when we come online, we say that for you to be profitable, you must trade your own strategy. What we are saying is not that you should start bringing out names from trading view, start giving candles name. We're not talking about the rising of new names. We are tired of names. The names of strategy that is in the industry right now is more than profitable traders. Is more than traders. If we have 1,000 traders in the forex market, there is 1,000 strategy, 1,000 names of strategy that can be given to all of them, and 12 baskets will still be remaining, and we need to gather the rest. So we are not talking about names now. We are saying about Fortman has taught you something. Can you? Oh my God! This is why I love some certain people. Have you seen traders? That there are some of my students that I look like, and sincerely, I'm like, you deserve everything. You deserve everything. You see, Fortman is going to teach you something. When he's done teaching you, that thing Fortman taught you, it can give you the knowledge. But you see, the experience, he can't give it to you. I cannot give it to you. That experience, you must dig your well. That is what you are avoiding. What many of you copy and paste is, in fact, let's look at it like this. Let me be a little bit, I would like it, a little bit dramatic. There is copy, there is and, there is paste. When you copy, don't jump the and. You must be able to engage in the and before you paste. That and is your experience. You feel me? That and is your experience. That and is what? Is your experience. For you to be profitable, Baba, if what you are trading technically is not coming from a personal data that you bring out from the knowledge that your mentor have taught you, this is the knowledge of Fortman. This is this is the knowledge of the market. This is two of them. Join them together. You have your own experience. What did Fortman teach you? What did the market teach you? You must be a student of Fortman, and you must be a student of the charts. Now, why many of you the short stop loss? This is just it. See, these are what great men is. These are what great men looks like. Great men are men that they have their own system, and their own system can correlate with other people's system and never feel diminished. You must have your own system. That's what we are talking about. That's what we are talking about. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because of when I begin to teach you things technically, I need you to be able to extract your own from it. You get me? I don't talk too much. More than that. Now, for example, there are about I will teach more on. I just want to teach. There are two things I want to teach today, and I'll teach directional bias, and I'll teach sweep. I'll teach directional bias, and I'll teach sweep as entries on the rest of it, or sweep as confirmation towards directional bias of the market. So we'll look at those two things and we'll fly from there. Okay. Let's move. Now, first of all, when you come into the market, the first job you want to do in the market is the ability to know Sorry for my handwriting. I'm trying my best to make sure that I'm good. Is the ability to know where the market is going to. We are not yet done with psychology. We'll still go back there, but not now. Probably at the end of this class. Fatma, are you here? Or any of Benjamin and protocol team? Are you guys here?
Yes, sir.
You guys
Yes,
hear me?
sir. Yes, sir.
Please,
Yeah, we can
what
hear you.
how many minutes am I working with?
It's normally 8 to 9, I think. So 8:30 to probably. Let me
Yes,
be on
yes, I'm
second.
here. Sorry, the feedback was I'm here. My feedback was
Okay.
a bit slow.
Okay. How many minutes am I working with? So I will know when to stop.
And by 9:30, let's say 9:40, we should be done.
Okay, 9:40 we should be done. Okay.
Yes, just in case.
Tell me about just the talk they go. You don't forget that.
Well,
My
we're having a
technology.
good time overall. We're having a good time.
Okay.
Yes, 9:40 is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Let's dive into it. Okay. Now, first of all, the first thing you want to do in the market is the ability to know where market is going to. You get me? Now, I don't know, but I'm going to speak from my own kind of trader. I'm a day trader stroke intraday trader. You get me? I'm not a swing trader. You get me? And I'm not a scalper. I'm not. So I'm a day trader. So I will speak from the lens of day trader and intraday trader, because that's where I focus on. So I'm very sorry if I'm not able to touch well around your kind of trading system. Just forgive me. I can't know it all. Okay, now the first job of a trader is to know where the market is going to. That's your first job. If you can know where the market is going to, at least I can tell you that you have sought out 45% of the problem that most traders are battling with. You get me? Now, there are so many ways to know where the market is going. There are so many ways to know where the market is going to. But I would like to use the system at which I used to approach the market on my own. Now, when we say that, where are you going to? We are saying, what direction are you following? And you see, most of the time, for you to have an overview of where something is heading to, you need to look at it from a very high point of it. That's why you see, if you want to solve the problem of where the market is going to, you must solve it with an higher time frame. You get me? And as a day trader, you must understand that your powerhouse of higher time frame that you must use is the daily time frame. So for daily traders, intraday traders, the daily time frame is literally the most important higher time frame that they must learn to use. You get me? So the daily time frame, you must be able to rapport. I would like to, you must be able to understand the in and out of daily time frame. Now, does it not mean that other higher time frame that we don't use them? We use them, but this is how I use them. You get me? So if I'm looking at higher time frame trying to help me to solve the problem of the question of where the market is going to. My major time frame will be what? The daily time frame. Now, I can also have the monthly time frame, and I can also have the weekly the weekly time frame. Both of them. But the difference there is that in as much as I look at the monthly, I will still, after looking at the monthly is more like an outlook. The daily is what speaks the directional bias for me. You get me? So I'm observing what the monthly is. You get me? I can be observing the monthly based on candle close short. I can be observing the monthly based on zones. You get me? I can be observing the monthly based on the way candle was built around here. I can be observing the weekly same way. But even when I observe the weekly, I don't jump into the intermediate time frame. And for me, my intermediate time frame are intermediate time frame are H2, H4, or I even use H3. You get me? I'm a very flexible trader. I don't follow people and say it must be H4, it must be H4. I know they follow now that one. I beg. I don't bring most into the market. You get me? Whatever pleases me well, what time frame fits me well, I go with it. Okay, so those are my intermediate time frame. My higher time frames are daily, then weekly, and monthly as an outlook of the daily. Do you get me? So in the daily, are you guys confused? I hope you guys can get what I'm doing. I've not gone far. Please, I don't want to just talk. I want you guys to get what I'm doing. Get what I'm doing. Okay, so the daily is my major higher time frame. The monthly can be an outlook. The weekly can be an outlook, and the rest of it. So how do I navigate into there? Now you must understand that in the market, there are only three movements in the market that the market can make. Is that the market is going in an uptrend, or the market is going in a downtrend, or the market is what's consolidating. These are the three things that what the market will always do for you. You get me? Now you must understand that this movement is one of the movements that reveal to you where market is what is going to. Now, first of all, when you come to the market, rather, there are two things you can say the market doing at that particular time. Is it that the market is giving you a structural insight, a structural overview, something like this, or the market is just showing you a candlestick movement. So both of them can be what market is doing. So you can observe the market based on candlestick. You can observe the market based on candlestick range. You can observe the market based on structural range. Anyone that the market is what is giving to you. But you must be able to understand this, that the structural movement is one of the movements that gives you a clear definition of the direction of the market. So most of the time when you come into the candlestick movement of the market, you must be able to go to a time frame lower than it for you to find whether there is a structure movement attached to it. See, do you know what I'm trying to do tonight? I'm trying my best not just to review, not just to teach about my own strategy, but I'm trying my best to also find a way that you can relate with me with what you know, and you can advance what you know from relating with what I know. You get what I'm trying to do? Yeah? So I'm looking at the market in its naked state. Okay. In naked state. Now, most of the time, I can come now in a monthly time frame. I have something like this. I will teach on time and price. I think I might touch time and price if there is still time. I'm looking at the timing of it. Because there's something I want to update on time and price, and I think Final Quest is the best place to update it, because I don't want to post it on Twitter and start updating the video that is on Twitter. Okay, now let's continue. So we have monthly. I might see a bullish candle close bullish on monthly, and already this is already telling you it is bullish. Do you get me? The market is what? Is bullish. And what do you need to do? You're a day trader. You need to find this structural guy in daily time frame. It's simple. That's what you need to do. So when this guy can produce this guy, then the movement, the directional bias is confirmed very well. Do you get me? What I'm talking about? Okay. For example, now, let's say this is 1 month time frame. This is 1 month time frame. You can observe all market is doing around here is just going in a bullish candle. Now, the best time to trade this kind of market is when this guy in the monthly is being converted to a structure. So the monthly can give you an insight, while the daily begins to tell you how to move with the insights that the monthly gives to you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, most of the time for me, one of the easiest thing I do is, okay, when we find this kind of guy, I just look for, okay, a zone, a very nice zone, any of the key zone that we have. We can come into market tapping into a key level, and when market tap into a key level, for me, I just move into, I trade very easy. You get me? I just move into what the intermediate time frame breakout around there. And most of the time, the next thing I just move, I see that is very easy for me is literally what? A sweep. You get me? So when I see a sweep that has a breakout, I stop loss around there, my entry, and I tap and I go up. You get me? So I have a zone in the daily. I want to see this guy in daily. You get me? I want to see a breakout in intermediate time frame. Breakout can be in many ways. We cannot be going deep into that particular place because of the timing. I can see a continuational range in the intermediate time frame. You get me? So this can happen in daily. This can be monthly. This can be in daily. This can happen in the intermediate time frame. You get me? And same way in the intermediate time frame. If I have this in the intermediate time frame, and probably this is the zone we want to trade in the intermediate time frame. I just want to see something, a breakout. But this breakout that is going to occur, I love it to occur with a sweep. With a sweep. So that's why I trade more of the sweep. This is why I do this is because of the kind of pair I trade. It is JPY pair, and JPY pair revolve around sweep a lot. So I'm just going to give you a clear stuff. Sorry, I'm not going that deep like I'm meant to go. This is just 21 minutes, and I want to do more short work. So it's going to be as simple as I have something like this. This guy give me something like this. But now, note this is a sweep here. But one of the things you must understand around this sweep is this: in as much as market is coming for this particular high, a lot of you just want to trade anyhow sweep. One of the best sweeps to trade is something like this. And we have this breakout. This is a breakout. Market can just come and tap here and go into the upside. The stop loss below and rest of it. Let's just dive into chart and do more of it. Let's use a UTJPY. Okay. For example, now this is 1 month time frame. In 1 month time frame, when you see market has been going all bullish. By seeing this bullish structure, market in the daily, market has been giving structures upon structures. Hmm? Oh my God, who is that? Jesus. Okay, market has been giving structures upon structures. I don't want to go far, but I'm just going to use one of the current one and just play with it immediately, and we'll just dive with it. Okay. Okay, so which one should we use? Which one should we use? Okay. Now, what must it be that time? There's some certain thing I'm skipping. I want to know that I'll be able to meet up with.
No, just take your time. Take your time. The time you know you'll be convenient, that will be convenient for you to be done. It's fine.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Daily time frame. This is daily time frame. So in daily time frame, you must be able to know your range. You must be able to know your range. Your range needs to be very clear. Now, this is a proper range of the market. We have this guy. Market will trace back into structure. We have this, and we have this. Do you get me? Yeah? We have this. Now, how do I cash such trade? I've already seen that my monthly is what is all bullish and the rest of it. Very simple for me. I look for a zone. I know that whenever we have something like this, this is a continuational range. In a continuational range, market will either use this point here. Market will either use this particular point or use this particular point. You don't need to look for, probably there's a lot of zone that is scattered around here. Now, there's some certain time in a continuational range where we have something like this. It's still a continuational range. We have something like this. And market begin to build like this. You get me? Sorry, this is a reversal range. We have something like this and this guy. Now, a lot of people want to use the head and shoulder or the Synodo, like you call it. We want to use this guy, but now market will not use this guy. Market, one of the things that market is going to use, the two major zone markets we use in this particular place is first of all this zone, either this zone or this zone. Whenever we see a structure like this, most of the time markets use this first zone or market use this particular zone, no longer this guy. It is where we have something like this. that's where market tends to come to this particular guy. But whenever there's an internal structure that is built alongside, market will not really use that QMR again that you are trying to use when we have something like this. Sorry, structure. We have something like this now. Market will no longer come and be using this guy again. This guy will start on. We have this break where market could use for this particular break that market could use to the upside. But when we have a clear continuational range, we can just use this, either this guy or this guy. You wait for rejection around here and you just play with it. Okay, so we have this point here where market is rejecting from, but within the range, we can see an open close key level, which is the major rejection from that particular point. Now, if market rejects from this point, many people, whenever they see structures like this, they begin to like, oh, the market has left them because of our market close. Not really, not really. You must understand that in trading here, your focus is not always something like this. You're not like, okay, it must be high that this place is your take profit. Some certain time you need to observe what the higher time frame is doing and how it is rejected from that particular point. Okay, now let's continue. So we have this guy, we have this rejection from here, and we have this take profit around here. That is good. Now, if I want to trade this, going back into my intermediate time frame, what do you really think I'm looking for? How do I know that, okay, this is the point I'm trading? For me, yeah, the easiest thing I want to trade from here is to look for that clear sweep I'm looking for. So I don't usually just jump into trade. I just have my discipline around how I trade the market, and that has been helping me, and that's what I use. I don't stress myself that much. Like this rejection around here, very clear. We have this liquidity in this zone in H2, and market is rejecting from this particular place. Yes, I know that since there's already a sweep here, since there's already a sweep around this zone, I don't need to see a sweep again from here. So I can take here aggressively as my first trade around here because of that sweep, put it that way. And I might know to TP, psychologically speaking, I might know to TP. I might just keep around the zone. But another clear trade that I have that is very nice for me is this guy here, the entry around this guy. There's a lot of reason why I'm taking that re-entry. Is it because of there's a sweep? Not only because of there's a sweep, but because of number one, it was able to take out a zone, which we have this guy here. But you'll be like, what if it tap here and close the body, and that body closure, we might start looking at a structural normal where there's no time. And this guy here is my next clear setup as a re-entry. Stop loss around here and I move. That's how to take that one. Now coming to this particular guy, now I want to show you that most of the time we take losses around here as well. Now for me now, after this break around here, next nice entry will be around here. You get me? And if you check this, if you observe from here, you will realize that we're taking out. Okay. Now, this is another clear entry for me that I love to take when I see market begin to build an internal range around the structure. I find one of the most recent sweep that is coming from an order transfer, which is this guy here that tap around here, transfer the order into this strong floor. And around here, we have market breaking this structure, this zone here. When market broke this zone around here, we have this point as liquidity. And I have this guy here. to the upside. So I'm not really interested in much of take profit and the rest of it. Okay. That's how I write that around 2 hours. Now let's go back to daily and do a clear one for those that have not been following us. Because I just observed that many people are not following us. And look at this guy. Where is the range? The range is from here. It's from here to this particular point here. Do you get me? And a lot of people be like, FZ, how will you trade something like this? This is how I will trade a range like this. First of all, very clear. See, I'm just selecting randomly. I'm not even trying to. I would have backtested if I trading be subscribed. I've not really done a deep study for a long time. I don't just know a deep study for a long time that requires me to start backtesting and the rest of it. Now look at this. This is liquidity market tap on this zone. When market tap on this zone, rejected from that particular zone. Now I am going straight into the what intermediate time frame after the rejection, right? As I should trade. And intermediate time frame, a lot of time. I like this kind of trade because of many traders tend to miss out from it. And I want to teach about it because I've seen many traders done that particular mistakes before. But I want to teach about it. Now, first of all, I understand that you are seeing this guy as a breakout, right? This guy as a breakout, right? And you want to take this trade from here, right? And say it, and purchase from here and the rest of it. And you want to take profits. You want to set your entry around here and you take profit around here, and you see how it played out well here. But most of the time, when you are looking at structure, this is not right. In as much as it played out here, I'm trying to tell you that it is not actually right based on structure. Yes. And the reason why it is not right is because of this guy here. The closure of this guy is still bearish. This is a bearish structure. For market to be able to start playing what is right is for market to start telling you when the structure has flipped, in as much as overall is bullish. When we begin to know that, okay, this is the proper reversal to stay on, it is two ways. Is either market takes out this particular point or market build a bullish momentum inside. This reversal range that you are trading here is not the proper reversal range to trade. Now, because of this break around here, that is literally the best time to enter the market. All right. And now, if you want to enter the market in the very right way for you to be safe, and you know that, okay, my structure is flipping to the upside. Most of the time, it's not about cashing the biggest pips. Many of you take trade early because of you want to catch the big RR and the rest of it. But when market take tap here, we have this zone here. If you go into the line chart, you will check that we have this particular recent break around here. We have this point and we have this QMR around here. And I love to trade QMR like this. And after this break around here, this is the reversal where markets where you should trade from. And there is nothing wrong with you putting your stop loss around here. This is the mitigation. Yes, it is 4RR, but that 4RR that you are seeing, it is safer than the first market that you jump into like that. Most of the time, if you don't cash a trade from the right place, just because of it gave you profits, it doesn't really mean that you jump into the right side of the market. Okay. So that's how I break it. Most of the time, I take my trade from 4 hours. Some certain time, it is even more clear for me on 2 hours. I mostly don't always jump into lower time frames like, how will I put it? We have time frames like sorry, I'll be keeping this here. We have time frames like 30 minutes and the rest of it. I go there, but no, not always. Okay, let's look at JP225. Let's look at JP225 and let's show you how this trade, how I got this particular trade, JP225. Now, first of all, it is very easy for me. I think I got this thing in my Telegram channel. Now, JP225 is one of the pair that respect structure so much and has making series of higher highs and series of new arts and the rest of it. You get me? Now, when you come into a structure such as this, I think I was complaining, I was having an issue with one of my students that was trying to sell because I felt like that sell was very unnecessary. Okay, now if you look at the line charts, you will realize that we have JP225 and this is the two-place market and reaction. If you want to be very clear, this is how the structure is. And we have this recent internal break and we have this guy here, the upside, right? That's how it is. So is it that market is reacting from here? Like I said, the market is reacting from this particular point from the daily time frame, right? So market use the other one, and when I have this kind of guy, from JP225 sometime, I take an entry from daily. I take an entry from daily, and it's just easy for me with JP225. I think just JP225 is one of the easy app that I use. Okay. Dive into 2 hours. Sometimes I use 2 hours, sometimes I use 3 hours. Now, look at this guy. Now, this is bullish. Now, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Whenever you see markets begin to build, even though we have something like this, even though that the overall structure is bullish, pay attention. Any structure can change. Whenever market is building a structural, a structural sell momentum down to your entry, it is not good for you to just up it like that because of the zone. You need to see a bullish momentum, a structural bullish momentum before you can think about what buying the market to the upside. These are simple market structure. And you get me? So this particular guy built this sell around here. So the best thing to look at is this switch around here, this breakout. So market did breakout, and after market broke out, we know that yeah, into the buys. Now this is the problem with a lot of people. They're into the buys, but people are like, oh, where should I purchase from? Should I wait for? No, you are not. Market is not coming down here again. Why? There's a lot of reasons. I'll show you why market should not come down into that particular place again. Now, this break was coming from this particular guy here. It's coming from this particular guy, and we have this break of structure around here. We have the engineer liquidity, and you will see that in the lower time frame, it is clear. We have this particular zone around here. So you can wait for market to close from that particular place. When market close from that particular place, the best thing I'm entering for is this guy here. No. Yeah. On my low. Sorry, I'm very conservative. You observe. My low is around this guy. But then, based on the fundamental, we had to 65. 65,000, something around 65,000. Something around there. Now, check this guy in your lower time frame, 30 minutes or 15 minutes. You see what I'm trying to talk about. You can see your zone on even 15 minutes is not clear as well on 15 minutes. You can see your engineer liquidity. You can see your POI, tapped on your POI, and we have something like this. That pattern, you know. That pattern, you know. That pattern, you know. You get that pattern, you know. You can see that in this place, we don't trade pattern without logic. We don't trade patterns without logic. No, we don't do those things. Yes, we don't trade patterns without logic. That's just it. So if I come into the internet time frame, into the lower time frame, you will see me purchasing from here, getting a precise entry, which is this guy here. That is literally how I will take the trade from the lower time frame. You get me? And I drop trades like this oftentimes. This is where the break is. You get? I don't know. Are there questions? Questions can start coming in. I think use the time for Ultimate give to me. Questions can start coming in.
I know I gave you time to stop at 9:42, but if there's anything else you feel like if there's any other thing you feel like you'd like to share with them, maybe for like 5-10 minutes, that's fine. But if not, also you can also take questions as well. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let me show you this. Simple. You can have this on daily. You get me? Have this on daily. You can have this on from daily, have this on daily, still have this on page 4. And in your 2 hours or your H3 or H4, any of the zone. Find this guy. Find a guy like this. You get me? A trade can be here and you can enter a trade. Most of the time is that a trade that gives a sweep and breakout. A trade that gives a sweep and breakout will mostly not show always. You get me? That's why I normally say simplicity will not always show itself.
Sorry to bother you, FZ. People are saying they want to hear you talk about Asian map. I don't know if we have the time for that. Well, if we can.
I don't know whether I have time to go deeply into Asia map. I really don't know whether I have time to go deeply into Asia map. But
no
wait,
problem.
wait. No. I know people. People will say that I'm gatekeeping. Well, I'm not the kind of person that gatekeep.
Yes.
Let me look for one example. I'm coming. What is what I? No. I'm going to teach the time and price part of Asian map that most people don't know how it plays out. So during Asia session, what are you doing? You are looking for a sweep around what? A zone. And you are not trying to cash all the old move. No. You just want to cash something simple. So during Asian session, you are looking for this guy. Simple. I'm looking for a zone. I'm looking for. Sorry. I'm sorry. Like it's a boot camp, right? And fourth one.
Yes.
So I'm sorry. I might not like. I might not, it's not like as if I don't want to, but I might not be able to drop the entire knowledge and every single thing. But I'll just choose
Oh,
an example.
sure.
You get
Yes,
me?
yes, it's fine. Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
Thank you so much. Okay, so around this particular guy now, this guy is rejecting from this zone here in H1. You get me? So for me, before you ask how I cause this trade, this kind of simple trade and the rest of it, it's simple. You don't even need to stress yourself. In Asian session, there is always an impulsive move. That volatility is what I want to take advantage of. Do you get it? That volatility is what I want to take advantage of. And most of the time, if that volatility is taken out, if it is coming before, if it comes after taking out sections as liquidity and the rest of it, it becomes a very nice move. So the move I take here is as simple as this guy on this particular key level, a stop loss on this particular guy, and down into a zone or into an FVG point and just close out. That is simplicity on this guy. Now I will show you what it looks like in this pick one on this guy. So this is just one kind of Asian model horizontal tissue. Sweep around the Asian session. Nice to see that guy. This is what I want to show you it should do in the 5 minutes. This guy. To get this guy return back game. Because with the key level, you can just have a very nice trade. Now, before you say that, I select out this one. I'm down. We'll look for other example to clear you out. Okay. Okay. We have today, the one that happened today. We have this key level around Asian session. Not really that sweet impossible because of should I say this man is dealing with us ever since Trump came in. We've not really been having those sweet impulsive move around Asian session like that again. But there's something that could help out. This guy now today, if you trade time and price Asian session, you will be able to catch this few pips though to this particular item. And even more on the eye self. More on the eye, you should be able to catch it. I think even it went down if you're taking out this eye points here to this self. Like previous week eye is there now, right? Let's take out, right? That's previous week eye. So we have this guy. We could trade this guy around here. Now let's look at how it plays out on the lower time frame. 1 hour to 5 minutes. I'm just showing you pick on. See, I wish I can, start teaching you like this year, that year, this year, that year. Trust me, I wish I could do that. It doesn't take me anything to do that. Many of you have seen how I give out free mentorship out there. So this one is not something difficult at all for me. We have this guy here, this break around here. Do you get me? Around this particular break, if I use this zone here, I use this zone here, your TP be below here. This is the mitigation here. Hello here. To this eye. Though you can see how Monday markets was playing with us and sure got there, sure. But there's no impulsive move. Initially, there's enough impulsive move. You would have seen how this guy, if you want to check, I think he gave 3R out before coming down. You trace for those trailing 3R out, that's the nice cash around it. Okay. So that guy is there. That guy is there. Now, is there questions? It's simple. 1 hour. 1 hour sweep around the zone that is corresponding with the movement of the market. 5 minutes switch back up. Any question? Any question? Any question? Fatima, are there questions?
No, there are no questions. Actually, I think you've covered because I'm actually looking through from what people are saying on YouTube. People wanted you to talk more on what do they call it right now, time and price, and I think you touched a little bit on it when you were talking about before you just rounded off. All right, so uh, all right, so I think
Simple. Wait, I think, is it too simple to understand? Okay, know where the market is going. Know where the market is going. Come into your 1 hour during Asian session. Find a sweep on a zone that corresponds with the direction of the market. The sweep is all you need to know in the zone. Then in your 5 minutes, you should be able to have something like this, and it goes up. The direction of the market. Know if the market is going bullish. If the market is going bullish in 1 hour of Asian session, why are people complaining about it? It's simple. 1 hour of Asian session, find a sweep. You will have that 1 hour of Asian session. We are talking about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Let 1 a.m. sweep 12 a.m. Let 2 a.m. sweep 1 a.m. Anytime that the sweep form in that particular time frame of in that particular 1 hour time frame, knowing fully well that okay, from daily we are bullish. In that during Asian session, you will have an impulsive move. Do you get me? You have an impulsive move, but you don't just jump into an impulsive move. That's why we don't get trade every single day. Now, what we normally do is this: is that if it is bullish, we're in a bullish structure. The 1 hour of it, 1 hour time frame, we want to be able to have this guy. And to know that that sweep is good in that 1 hour time frame, in the 5 minutes, we want to have this guy. Simple. That's what I'm trying to show you. Now let's go back and see from daily into 1 hour to show you something. It even happens on good and the rest of it. For example, now, let's say that I've used this one. Let me use another one again. In this particular place now, market is bullish, right? Market tap on this guy, and we know we are bullish. Abi? Let me delete everything. So you know that we are bullish. Now, if you come and even here too, we still continue bullish, keep tapping on the zone and going up. Coming to 1 hour time frame in Asian session. Find the zone. Now, this one now, this example, you might not have examples at the time and the rest of it, but look at, we have this guy here now. From here, this was, because this that counter trade around that particular point. Now, from here now, the next day, you can see this sweep now that occur in 1 hour time frame. That sweep during Asia session, it was able to take out this eye. That's a trade. Now, the next day, we have this particular sweep around here. And yet, that sweep was able to take out this eye, but not that same day, but this eye was what was taken out. During Asian session, we're not holding trade for long. I know we didn't trade for long. In fact, most of the time during Asian session, we don't want to even trade into New York session. So if you go into 5 minutes, you will check something in 5 minutes. In this two trade. We have this point where market reverse backhand. If market is before the short session end, it gave a very neat 5 RR. That's enough. This one here now, this one gave a miss entry. Did not come back because I did be waiting for it to come back into this guy. This FVG. See, market came into it. Oh, this guy here. And my lows around this particular point. But this I did not give me. I don't trade like this. I don't trade 2RR or anything below this things. I might not take a trade like this, just leave it. I can my lowest RR is 3RR. So if I see myself trying to force myself to get out, I just leave it. I don't like forcing things. So that's just it. So it's as simple as these 3 points. It's just 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Questions again. Are people still confused? Let me take a question. Yes. 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 Asian session shows yes, it works around this thing. It works around most JPYPS and the rest of it. Well, I like using USD. It even works on gold as well, not just JPYPS. I like using this thing. What are they calling it? AU JPY is major time frame. Is major pair I use on time and price. Time and price. I think it's works on gold and you can see them as well. Okay. Oh, shoot. Market is bearish. Check out external liquidity. This guy here, 1 hour time frame. And we have that sweep around here. So the sweep went down to this particular low. A few times again. So in 1 hour time frame, we have this sweep that's coming from a zone here. There's this zone around here, and we have a sweep in doing a share session, and that sweep took out what this low. You understand? So if you trade this guy, I'll show you how it even works on gold as well. So you can go into 5 minutes, 15 minutes, any of them, and but majorly 5 minutes for clarity's sake. This break here, you can this change here and market still that same point as entry as this guy here. Break with body is the same point as entry and dump from here. You will always see clean entry that we give to you. So it's scattered around the market, so you can still use it most of the time. So it is literally something that I find very simple, and market works well with it. And I don't know. That's also. Are there more questions, or are there still more? Are there confusions?
I think it's clear. I think it's clear. All right. I think this is already 10 o'clock already. We've used about an hour and 30 minutes already. I think it's very, very clear. So is there any other thing you'd like to share again?
But there's nothing. I feel like if people go through, if people study on daily time frame, If you
Yes.
study time frame and you study 1 hour time frame when you are trying to use the time and price concept, you'll be able to get at least in a week 2 trades that I know that are very clear that comes with time and price. It's something I use and it is something that is very clear for me. You get me most of the time, and they are scattered around the market. Examples of it. Find
All
the
right.
buyers, find the sweep. We always in market after the sweep. You go into what? Go into what? The upward direction in the Asian session. Find the sweep, goes down. Find the sweep, goes down. You get me? So it is littered around the market and the rest of it. Just the rest of it. If you find it, you it's just an act. I use it. In fact, let me just tell you this. I don't want to say this much. I don't want people to abuse it, but I use it majorly for passing prop account. In fact, there was a time in my during when I was okay, when I was doing when I was doing one certificate. Fatima, you were there now.
Yes, yes, yes.
When I was doing one setup, one certificate, like using one setup to pass an account, to pass phase one or phase two. It was what I was using that particular time to do all of those was actually um time and price. You get me? Was actually time and price. The time and price at that particular time was the best model for me to um was the best model for me to use in smashing problem. You get me? I just need to wait for it and just smash it. Now, the thing there is this is that let me just say this. Let me say this. The way to approach the market is to find what works for you, what is simple for you. So to me, if I want to pass prop now, these are one of the simplicity around I use with the market. You get me? So that's just it. I don't have much to say. I think I still have bulk of things to do tonight, and that's just
All
it.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Thank you so much, sir. Let's all drop a fire emoji in the chat for FZ tonight and say we love you. Thank you so, so much. Come on, guys, let's drop a fire emoji for him. If you are joining, for those of us that are still on YouTube, for those of us that are also streaming on Zoom, let's ensure we drop a fire emoji and say, FZ, thank you so, so, so much. All right. So because once again we want to apologize because we want to really apologize because we started late. We had some technical issues. We had to start by 8:30 and this is 10 o'clock. But we've really had an amazing, amazing time. I mean, you can see how we've been laying the bricks from day one down to day four. Tomorrow happens to be the grand finale, and we're going to be having no other person other than Omotayo. All right, and every person we put for each day was actually, I'm going to say it this way, was actually divinely orchestrated. All right. So each day, I mean, new blessings, new bricks that are being added to it. So you know the vibe. All right. Just after tonight, I mean, we have people that work with us in Benjamin Protocol that are actually going about across all our social media platforms to pick people that are actively participating. So if you've been actively participating, I mean, we're going to go through your page. We're going to see your screenshots. Sometimes people share their notes, and we've been going about picking people already. We've started selecting people for to get access to the accounts that we've been able to, get from the sponsors. All right. Once again, want to give a big shout out to sponsors, GFT, Blueberry funded, Equity Edge, and MEC funded as well for being a part of this vision. And to make sure that Final Quest was not just another boot camp, but it actually happens to be an awesome experience. All right. Once again, want to say a very big thank you to everyone who has been participating from day one to day four, and even till tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to make the loudest noise because it's going to be the grand finale. All right, and it's really going to be an amazing one. Want to give a big shout out to all the speakers and also to all the participants, and most importantly to our sponsors. And yeah, I'm not going to forget the members of the team of Benjamin Protocol. We want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you for your steadfast love and support and efforts that has been invested into this for making it a success. And don't forget, like we always say, the simplest instruction is what yields the best result. And once again, my name is Fortman. And thank you for joining us for day four. See you in day five. And don't forget, after tonight's session, make a tweet about the 5 MD4, what you got from it. We would be on the lookout to see the active participants.